enough, okay? Let's talk. Like, let's talk. Nobody in here is perfect. Whew. Okay. So, it's been a little minute, right? Everybody knows that. Like, you ain't telling me nothing, girl. We see it. It's been a minute since I've been here. Welcome me back with open arms. Otherwise, you might want to have a talk with the Lord for judging the doll. I'm gonna tell you something and I'm gonna put it to you plain. Sometimes, right? Sometimes a bitch really just gotta sit in the silence of it all. And I have been spending some time in the silence. I have, and I've needed to. And what I know about this here platform and this community of women, mostly women, predominantly black women that follow me and support me and watch these videos, is that y'all understand the value of taking time and doing what needs to be done for yourself. And I need you to trust that I took that time because I needed that time. This was not about just like fucking off, you know what I'm saying? I really hate the idea of letting people down. I don't like that feeling. And I know that a lot of y'all look forward to these videos. I look forward to these videos. I get it. But about to say, which one of y'all came to my house and stole my stuff now? Like, I get it, I ain't post no video. I don't mean you get to take my shit. I literally, oh, also, I'm back with the Fix Plus, hold on. Cause my face has been dry as a rock. So I am back using Fix Plus with my foundation to give us the dewiest makeup look. Okay, so what was I saying? Basically, oh yeah, like I hate the feeling too of like not being consistent on here, especially after creating such a consistent like run of things. It's like, dang, like, yeah, it sucks. It does suck. But I'm not going to try to keep up with the keep up at the expense of me. So I took a little bit of time. I had some family stuff going on, girl, and just some personal work that needed to be done. Honestly, some checking in that I needed to do with myself about how I handle my emotions, what I need in order to help me manage my emotions, and just the thing I be telling y'all about, just tapping in and really like being honest about where I am. What you are witnessing is a girl in her work, okay? Working through this thing called life and figuring it out as I go. And there's gonna be some disappointments with that. I accept that, I understand that, and I guess I have to be willing to deal with that. See, what I don't like about this foundation, but I'm not mad that I'm using it, but what I don't like about it is that on top of the mustache, it goes green. Like, it's all green because it picks up more of an olive tone, but it's really green. It's really green on top of any darkness on my face. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the under eye concealer. We're using all hydrating products, all dewy products, because like I said, skin has been on rock status. So yeah. Hydrating Camo concealer from E.L.F. And I'm gonna spray some more Fix Plus, cause yeah, it's like that. So that is all that I really feel like saying about why I've been away, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, between you and me, let's just act like it never happened. let's jump back into the swing of things, please. The thing is like, even though I was going through stuff and like taking a pause, I was still filming, but I wasn't talking about what was going on with me. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't think I can go through that footage. I'll take it. I understand. Yeah, give it to me. I'm okay with that. You can boo all you want to. But what I'm trying to explain to you is, what I think I'd rather do is just start filming today and create the content that's happening today. If there is something I feel like y'all need to see, I'll post it in my own time. But for the most part, like right here, right now on this good Sunday, I can tell you now, it's feeling more like a we just gonna move on type of bag. That's what it's feeling like. That's just what it's feeling like. I'm not saying it's a for sure thing. I'm just saying what it feels like. A little bit between the brow. And what I do want to put on my nose is a little bit of sunscreen. my nose is burnt. Not like I burnt it recently, but when I went to the Bahamas, I feel like I've said this a few times, I literally burnt my nose, and I think I did some damage. Doesn't look crazy, but it just was never the same. Like applying makeup on my nose, I can see the makeup on my nose. Like it's not a smooth applique. So I'm just gonna put foundation, I'm gonna put some unseen sunscreen from SuperGoop right there. Is SuperGoop the same as Goop? It's not, right? I bet they went through a crazy legal battle. Cause one thing about it, Gwyneth Paltrow, she gonna be in somebody's court. Okay, so moving on. I'm watching Love is Blind, hot mess. Like a quick rundown of people. Jackie, leave the boy, leave him. You don't like him. We all know it. We all know it. There's nothing you can say or do to make me think otherwise. Go ahead and leave him so he can find somebody that actually likes him. Like, he deserves that. Does he think he's a wise 56-year-old man? Yes, he does. Can that be annoying? Sure. But he means well. Go ahead and let that boy go. That's that. Marshall, take off them glasses, wipe them off, put them back on, and really look at what you got going on, sir. Cause yeah, you're getting a lot of resistance. You need to pay attention to that. You are a very smart young man, it seems. So don't play yourself. We'll see what he decides. Obviously, you know, we're looking at old footage and decisions have already been made, but it's just like, gosh. Okay, Brett and Tiffany. Now, mind you, I'm on the episode where they have just gotten to each other's apartments, and I'm not even finished with the episode, but I saw Tiffany went to Brett's apartment and she kept making comments like, oh, you fancy, or oh, you got this and that, and oh, I saw the stuff you buy, like you spend a lot of money on this, that, and the third. And it's just like, can you stop saying that? I actually get kind of annoyed when people do stuff like that, because it's to me, it's equivalent to like when I meet a guy and he be like, oh, see, you Hollywood now. And it's like, huh? I haven't seen you in 10 years and you're calling me Hollywood because I have a lot of followers on Instagram? It's giving yuck, and it's giving insecurities, and it's giving projection, and it's just not cute. And I really want her to stop doing that. As far as Brett goes, I get no read from Brett. Like, I do think that life could be a little slightly boring with that one. He has a routine, it works for him. He seems like a good guy. It's just kind of, it's a bit of a snooze fest for me, personally, just a bit of a snooze fest. But you know, he's saying that he's happy. We're gonna see if everything follows through or what it needs to follow through with. But right now it just feels convenient for both of them. They're both the same age, they both black. I feel like both of them were looking for a black partner, and so I feel like they met a lot of the physical requirements with each other, and then like the conversations that they were having, I feel like values wise they probably meet in those areas as well. But I think the small things and the things that make them who they are and like their personality, that's why I don't see them meshing completely. But who am I to judge, girl? I'm just another single girl trying to figure it out. Okay, so that's them. Who is next? Zach and Bliss. Bliss, girl, if you don't get your butt up, I don't know why you not picking nobody over me and then calling me like I made a mistake. Duh, you made a mistake. Goodbye. Click. Like, there's no conversation. But not for Bliss, child. Bliss is still on the phone. She's not kidding. She seems to like Zach. The last scene that I saw of them was them having dinner at Zach's house. I was like, won't be eating that. Like, let's Uber eat something. Or like, we can go to dinner. Like, the camera crew can come. Like, everybody can come. It doesn't have to be a thing. But I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's how I felt about that. But also, just like, it just feels a little forced. It's like, was the connection that deep, guys? Because I'm not really feeling the connection in person. So it's like, was it that deep where like you have to pursue her after you didn't choose her the first time, Zach? Because it's feeling like people just trying to stay on television. I don't know. But it's just feeling like people just like, let me just do this just cause. It's not feeling like what it need to feel like. That's just me though. And that's just me though. So, oh, and I'm using the SKINGLASS bronzer. This is a new product in the color caramel. Anyway, so, I might put a bit much on this, oopsies, I made a boopsies. Okay, so all I was gonna say was, Zach's original partner was Irina, a big old mess. I'm glad she's gone. Irina, girl, she was just stank nasty from jump. I knew I felt something about her. I called it, and yeah, I'm glad that he was able to just wiggle out of that, because yeah, she was nothing to be sticking around with. Who else is left? Oh, the brother and sister, Paul and I don't know the girl's name, but both of them got the same chin. Do what y'all gonna do, I don't care. That's my thoughts on Love is Blind. Anyway, I was watching that and Zach was talking to Paul about why he wanted to pursue bliss. And he had made a comment, and it's a comment that I've made to guys that I'm dating in regards to committing to the experience of dating and not dating multiple people. I have said to guys, like, specifically like a guy I was talking to recently, I had said to him, you know, when we had talked about, oh, are we dating other people? And he was like, yes, I am. You know, and he doesn't live in Atlanta, so we would spend hours on the phone. I'm talking about like 4 to 5 hours on the phone. And he comes to Atlanta often. It's not one of them things where it's like he's always someplace where he ain't never gonna come over here. He comes over here often. I'm just adding a little bit of context. But I was asking him, like, are you dating other people? And he was like, yes. And I was like, okay, take me out the running, please. Like, we could just be friends. And he was just like, why? And I'm just like, you know, to me, if you're going to talk to other people, it really doesn't make sense for us to be spending so much time talking the way that we talk. You know, that's going to get someone hurt. Because if you're dating other people, I'm going to assume you're not taking these conversations seriously. And we were having serious conversation. I know everyone's not gonna agree with the way that I think about dating, but personally, I just feel like we have a hard time staying focused as is. When you're dating and you're dating with the intention to be in a relationship, if you're gonna date multiple people, I don't feel like you're really giving the situation a chance. You don't have to stick around for no BS or like stick around a long time. I feel like when you know it's not for you, you know it's not for you. Go ahead and do what you want to do. But if you genuinely think this could be something, I feel like you deserve to allow yourself to figure out whether or not it is something. And I don't think you can figure out if it is something if you're not taking the time to figure out if it is something. And I feel like that time has to be spent focusing on that one individual and, you know, talking to that one individual. That's just my opinion. And I know people have different thoughts on this. You know, I posed a question on Instagram and I asked people, like, what do y'all think about this? And a lot of people felt like, you know, they would be putting all their eggs in one basket and they didn't want to do that. And I understand that concept. Like, you don't want to feel like you are putting your everything into one person. But I don't put my everything into nobody. I put my everything into me. I don't care what's going on. My everything is not going into anyone. I don't look at dating as an opportunity for me to pour everything I've got into this situation. I'm gonna give it my attention, and I won't feel bad about that either, because my intention is to find love. So why wouldn't I give this my complete and utter attention? I'm gonna treat it like it's something I care about until it gives me a reason not to. That's my thoughts on dating. And again, everyone has different opinions on this, and I really thoroughly enjoy hearing people's opinions on dating. Like, we're all around the same age and we are all experiencing this digital world where we are constantly reminded that there are people that we're attracted to that live in this place, that place, and that place, that there are relationships that we want. We're learning new terms, we're learning things about ourselves. I feel like we're all kind of experiencing something together with this digital world of like constantly seeing options online and feeling like, you know, you deserve to get whatever you see online that you like. But people are not objects. People are people. And someone had made a comment about like, oh, well, you don't buy a car before you test drive it. And it's like, yeah, that's true. But people aren't cars. I'm not test driving people. I'm dating people. And when I date them, I want to give them my undivided attention, as I'd like for them to do for me. I want them to really give us an opportunity to figure out, do we want to do this? And you know, that's with the understanding that you're going on dates with people who you actually find attractive, with people who are vetted in some sort of way. Like, you know what they've got going on, and if they're not vetted, you find out. I know a lot about a person within the first 2 to 3 dates because I'm asking questions. I'm doing things with them that will allow me to see them in certain situations that help me figure out who it is that they are. Another person that made another comment that was really important, which was that people tend to attach themselves to people who they're dating early on, and out of fear they want to date multiple people because they don't want to get too attached. And I was just like, that's so interesting, because yeah, I don't attach myself to people who I'm dating. I commit to the experience, but I'm not attached. Whatever happens, happens. That doesn't mean that, you know, I can't be disappointed if things don't work out, or that I won't be disappointed by someone's action. Okay, that was annoying. What was I even saying? My camera was filled. I had to transfer stuff. I had to do this, delete that. It's too much. I know I was talking about dating, but I don't know what point I was leaving off with, which is annoying. I know. Sorry about that. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, the way people are dating these days is definitely a little rooted in fear. And this is not coming from a judgmental place. This is coming from a place of like, girl, I've been there. I've been there. I understand why you would feel that way. Like, you have every reason to feel that way. You have every reason to want to protect yourself. You have every reason to assume that you could get hurt, because you could. But I also think there's some balance in that. You should also assume that things could work out for you. Things could be great. Things could happen that you want to happen. I choose to look at dating with that perspective, you know? I feel like looking at it through that lens really allows me to approach it in a way that I want to approach it, which is just happy and excited and light. If I go into it with this anxious energy, or this like, I don't know, energy, what am I expecting out of it? Do y'all know energy cannot be created nor destroyed? It can only be transferred. Baby, that's science. And you really have to be the energy. You have to be the energy you want to find. I ain't about to be tiptoeing through love. No, not me. I'm going to be courageous with love. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be thoughtful. I'm going to treat it with care. And I know in doing so, I'll receive the same and be instant. I feel like I'm not getting that in return. There ain't nothing to chuck that deuce up. Goodbye. You ain't got to worry about me, girl. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. It's nothing to just say bye. I'll be out, for real. I do not question the Lord. What's for me is for me. And if it ain't working out, it's not for me. And it doesn't mean it's never gonna be for me. It just means in this time, it's just not, it's not it. If I feel called to fight for something, I will. But if I get met with resistance in any way, shape, or form, I'm gonna call it what it is. Not for me. And I walk away. Head held high, posture is right, shoulders back, ass up. Oh, no, we're walking away from situations. Ass poking, okay? Like, you're gonna have to look at my back. The small of my back. That's all you can see. That's all I've got for you. But yeah, that discourse is always interesting because, you know, people get really defensive about their decisions. And it's like, hey, I don't make the rules now. I'm just over here talking about what I think based on my experience. You can do what you do. If it's working for you, do it. If it ain't working for you, it ain't working for you. Decide what you want to do with that. I'm just on my page talking about what I like to do, what I think, you know? Now, FYI, the products will be in the description box. I do have an Amazon storefront now. I'm gonna put that also in the description, I think, because I do have a few things in there for the girls that I purchased that y'all have asked about. Some things that maybe you're not aware about, so you can look there. But yeah. Yeah, see, like my makeup looks 10 times better with the dewiness of it all. Cause then like the dewiness dries down, but it dries down like where my skin is still matte. And yeah, like my skin looks better. It doesn't look so dry. When I tell you I've been dry basted, I've been dry. Okay, so speaking of dry, I've got dry mouth because I'm not drinking any water throughout the day or eating because I'm fasting. Why'd I say it like that? I'm fasting for Ramadan. I'm not Muslim, but shout out to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Okay, I've been looking for a place to put this mold for the last like 10 minutes. Where is it going? Like, let's find a landing spot. It's just like there's nowhere to like that's a good thing. Like, I don't know. Let's put it, I don't know, let's put it, I don't know, like, better, like, maybe right there, like, good for me, just good for you. I'm gonna just blend this out right here. It's looking a little blush heavy for me. I'll just leave that like that. Yeah! And that's my face. This tail is thick. I gotta do something about this tail. But that's my makeup, girl. I ain't doing nothing else. Put on these glasses and call it a day. Pop. And I'm not doing my hair on camera. I just don't have the time. It's like one thing at a time, girls. We just getting back in the game. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What was I saying just now? Like, what was I saying? I was saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. But girls, we're back. Will the next video be a vlog? I'm not sure, but there will be a video. That's what I know. So stay tuned for that. I love you. Thank you for your patience. And I will see y'all next video. Bye. Oh, Ramadan. Sorry, just kidding. Rewind. So, yes, I'm not Muslim. A lot of my friends are Muslim. They participate in Ramadan every year. I did try to do this a few years ago, and girl, I had to crack open that fridge. I said, wait a minute now. I'm parched. So I didn't make it through the first time. This is me attempting to do it this time. Full transparency, girl, I had to take a sip of water. Reason being, my knee was hurting the other night. Stay with me. My knee was hurting the other night. And I don't have knee issues. So I was like, wait a minute, my knee's hurting, okay? Back aching. Just kidding, the back wasn't aching. But just like, my knee was really hurting to the point where it was like, I felt like I couldn't walk on my leg. That's scary. Like when your mobility is in question, that is very, very, very scary. And I just felt like I needed some water. I felt like I had hyperextended my knee because I was still doing a lot of deep stretching, but I wasn't drinking water. And when your joints and muscles aren't hydrated, you can pull something. And I think that's what I had done. So I just listened to my body because fasting should not be torturous. You know, I had my own personal conversation with God about it, girl, because I was really feeling guilty and just feeling like, shoot, like, again, you couldn't make it through. But, you know, participating in Ramadan is really about your intention. It really isn't about, I'm calling it, God dang. It really isn't about the food or the drink. It's really about, you know, discipline and being grateful. Anyway, I'm not gonna be too hard on myself on taking some sips of water. Today has been a great day. Tomorrow will be a great day. I'm really taking it day by day and staying present, girl. So that's where we're at. So yeah, I have to go, but I really do appreciate y'all being patient with me. If you weren't being patient with me, fuck you. But if you were, I love you, okay? Yeah. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. Ow. Bye.